bird on a tree.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Friday's Rewards and Celebration Assembly. It's Friday, the 8th of May. First thing I'd like to do is recognise that today is VE Commemoration Day for 75 years since the end of World War II. I know some of you will be joining in with the activities that we shared on Class Dojo, and we would love to see any pictures that you take and share with us. My family have been busy creating bunting and colouring pictures, and don't forget, if you wanted some of those, I've got some that I can send you. We'll also be having a bit of tea party and joining in with some of the activities as well. I'll try and share my pictures with you too on Dojo. So for those of you keen spotters, on Monday there was a change, and it was a Star Wars themed one, and it was my little Chewbacca. This is, we have a large Chewbacca, but this is baby Chew as we call him. He's Chewbacca, and it was May the 4th be with you on Monday, so I couldn't help myself but have a Star Wars theme. There will be a change somewhere during today's assembly as well. First of all, I'd like to say well done to everybody. This is the end of week 3's home learning after the Easter break. So we've actually done 4 and a bit weeks of it now. Everybody is doing really well, parents, children and staff. We're beginning to adapt, get into the rhythm, and we're slowly adding in those enhancements to keep making it the best it can be for everybody. I've seen lots of children in on their live lessons this week. I've seen children watching videos from our early years team and our year 1 class as well. Fantastic work from everybody all round. I've really enjoyed seeing your catapults for Wickham Wondorium this week, and if you haven't had a chance yet, that's okay. Everything is still there for you. You can still do that anytime. You can do that today, you can do it on Saturday or Sunday. The catapults have gone down very well, and it is surprising how far things can fly. Yesterday we had Wickham Wild, and it was lovely to see everybody who came along. And again, don't worry if you couldn't, because all of the things you need to take part in Wickham Wild are on Class Dojo stories for you. The teachers and I are busy planning next week for you and what we can offer you next week for our live lessons, our videos and all the learning. This week's awards, I would like to start with congratulating Jack Thetty in Year 6 for being the first pupil at Wickham Court to receive a Bronze PE award. He will now receive details of how to earn his Silver award. It's absolutely fine if you're still working on it, but when you're ready, send over your scores. I will either come back with areas to work on, or I will let you know that you have earned your Bronze award. So I'm really looking forward to seeing those on everybody's dojos. There is an activity where you can post your profile, or you can send it to me another way. So I'm looking forward to giving out more PE certificates. Now let's get on with our stars for this week. So we'll start with our Study Zone stars. So we've got lots of new entries of pupil in our Study Zone stars this week. We have, on the highest scores this week, we have top 3 are Elijah, Emeka and Lexington. So well done, boys. There are some people quite close behind you, so remember, children, every week is a new week. The full top 10 of the highest scores will be published in the newsletter. Looking at highest number of questions answered, this week we have our top 3 are Elijah, Christina and Emeka. So well done, Christina, for coming in second there with highest number of questions answered. Again, the top 10 will be published in the newsletter, and I can see lots of new names in there this week. And our final Study Zone stars of the week are our most time spent working on tasks. Our top 3 this week are Elijah, Lexington and Olivia in Year 4. So well done, you 3. Excellent effort, and effort and practice produces results. Again, you will find the top 10 children in the newsletter. Alongside Study Zone Stars of the Week, we also have our maths game stars in early years. And this week we have China, who achieved 150 questions, Samuel, who achieved 120 questions, Alec, who achieved 100 questions, on Montana with 60 questions. So well done, early years. You're also doing a brilliant job with your online learning. I would now like to do our class dojo stars of the week, and although it's dojo, I do kind of look on this as our remote learning stars of the week. So having a look at who we've got Joshua in reception. Well done, Joshua. Mrs. Contreras is very impressed with how you're doing. In preschool and pre-prep we have Nancy and China, girls consistently working really hard, sharing lots of your work. Well done. In Year 1 we have Elijah. Elijah, I love to see all your creations and your work, and Mrs. Nadeem nominated you to be a class dojo star of the week. In Year 2 we have Mo. Now Mo, Mrs. Cornish has nominated you for being a really active online learner, really participating well, whether that's a remote virtual lesson or class dojo. So well done, Mo. In Year 3 we have Tanny. Well done, Tanny. Again, really active learning. Good girl. In Year 4 we have Evan. Evan, Mrs. Tiagi is very impressed with the way you are making great use of the dojo platform. You are always asking questions, sharing your work. Keep it up. Great work, Evan. In Year 5 we have Oba. Oba, you have consistently worked hard over the whole period of our remote learning. Well done, Oba. Keep it up. In Year 6 we have the whole class. Year 6, you are my class dojo stars of the week. Year 6, I go in and look at everybody's work, and you are consistently making the most of every learning opportunity, sharing your work with Mrs. Hollenbury really well, and just being fantastic learners. You are great role models, Year 6, for the rest of the prep. Great work. So, this week's Wickham Wondorium stars. Let's do those. We've got Tamara in reception. I loved having to spot the missile in your photograph. It was flying so high. Ali in Year 4. Ali, you rise to the challenge every week, and I loved your creativity this week of being imaginative and thinking beyond just what I gave you. Eliana in Year 6. Well done again, great consistency week after week with Wickham Wondorium. Vanzi, well done, great to see your catapult. Antoine in pre-prep, great work, Antoine. Loving seeing you getting up to lots of creative things. And Jonah, I loved seeing your catapult this week as well. Well done, everybody. So now let's do our main stars of the week. We're going to start in preschool with Maya. Maya, you had been nominated before this week had even started. Your work across all of the weeks is fabulous. You and Mummy are making the absolute most of the learning, and the teachers are really impressed with what you're doing. Well done. Samuel in pre-prep, well done to you as well. You have done some wonderfully creative work. You've really responded well to the stories, and the teachers are really impressed with you, Samuel. Well done. In reception, Jay. Now, we had a lovely nomination from Jay's family for him, but Mrs. Contreras agrees as well, Jay. You have done a super job with your learning. You are being a really good boy at home for Mummy and Daddy, really helping with your baby sister while Mummy's trying to do dinner, and we're really enjoying seeing the work that you're doing, Jay. Good boy, keep it up. In Year 1 is Sakai. Sakai, you are doing a great job of helping Mummy when she's got to do key work. It's lovely to see you working in school and working at home, Sakai. Well done. In Year 2 we have Ella. Ella, your video you sent this week to Mrs. Cornish and I was fabulous to see. You might be my next Wickham One Dorium co-worker because your video was so clear on how to make a catapult. Perhaps next time I'll let you know what's coming and you can make it for me because it was fabulous. Well done, Ella. In year 3 we have Obi. We had a lovely nomination from Obi's family and Mrs. Cornish agreed with their nomination as well. Obi, you are being a really good boy. You are working really hard. You are listening to your parents and in general, Obi, you are being a fabulous star and we're very proud of you and you are well deserved of your nomination. Just having a look who's next. Next star of the week, so this will be year 4, is Ezo. Ezo, Mrs. Tiagi is very impressed with how you're challenging yourself, how you're pushing yourself with your work and your consistency of what you're doing. So Ezo, well deserved. In year 5, Mr. Smith wanted to nominate Naomi, and I believe I've had a nomination for you from family over the last few weeks as well, Naomi. Naomi, Mr. Smith is very impressed with your jolly attitude, making the most of the live learning and also really pushing yourself in your maths lessons. Well done. And in year 6, Otis. Otis, I loved seeing the superhero poster you made for the NHS. I've included it in the newsletter. Great compassion and kindness and support towards others. Well done, Otis. A well-deserved nomination and thank you, family, for sending it so I could see what he had done. Well, everybody, it's been another busy week. I hope everybody has a great weekend. After I've recorded this, there may have been announcements by the government, but don't worry, Mrs. Harris and I will include those in other communications. I want to keep this assembly to just praising all the wonderful things that are going on. One last special star announcement this week that I've not done before. Yes, children, I'm cheating again. I would like to give 2 reading stars this week, one to Tyler and one to Ada in year 4. So well done, you two. You've been specially nominated for superb reading and I love to hear that. I'm sure, children, you've noticed that I do love books and I love to read. I'm already busy thinking about what Monday's story will be. Might be an excerpt from a book this time or a whole book. I'm having trouble deciding. I will reveal on Monday's assembly what the change was in the background as well and tell you all about next week. I hope everybody has a lovely weekend. It is getting hard now, I understand that, children. We've been through the kind of excitement of being at home, the novelty, and a routine is forming now, which is a good thing, but it is okay if not every day is your favourite day, and it's also if not every day is the way you want it to be. We're doing this to keep everybody safe. We're doing this to help our wonderful NHS workers take care of everybody brilliantly, and I know you're doing a brilliant job because I can see how hard you're working. Your parents and teachers are telling me, and I know this is not what we all want right now, but we will always do what's best for everybody. We miss you all, but I can see what you're doing. Keep sending me your pictures, keep emailing, keep messaging. We will be together as soon as it is safe, don't worry.
Like
Until Monday's assembly, take care.
I'm just sitting here, I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together, it's so beautiful, you and me. We meant to be in the great outdoors forever. ever free.